The story continues. Even more exciting content is coming up. Subscribe as soon as possible. Chapter 63, The Dark Spirit Sect's Onslaught and the Intense Confrontation. 3 days later, the Dark Spirit Sect launched their attack as scheduled. Dark clouds gathered in the sky, and the army of the Dark Spirit Sect surged towards the spiritual power hubs like a black tide. The evil spiritual power glow emanating from them made the earth tremble wherever they passed. The coalition forces of the spirit fantasy realm had been on full alert. Seeing the arrival of the Dark Spirit Sect, they immediately entered a state of combat. Sumu stood on the tower of the Linksin hub, overlooking the battlefield. Holding a spiritual power-long sword in his hand, his eyes were resolute. Send the order, act according to the plan. With Sumu's command, each unit of the coalition forces quickly deployed their defenses. The cultivators from Kingyun City activated the defensive barrier. A huge spiritual power shield appeared around the Linksin hub. The shield emitted a soft glow and was extremely solid. The vanguard of the Dark Spirit Sect crashed into the shield, making a dull sound and being bounced back. At the same time, the flying troops from Feiyan City launched an attack from the air. They unleashed various flying spiritual power techniques, and streams of spiritual power beams shot down towards the ranks of the Dark Spirit Sect. The Dark Spirit Sect was not to be outdone. They quickly organized a counter-attack, and black spiritual power arrows rained down towards the sky. For a moment, lights flashed and explosions rang out one after another in the sky. Sumu closely monitored the battlefield situation. He noticed that the main force of the Dark Spirit Sect was concentrating their attacks on one direction of the Linksin hub. An idea flashed through Sumu's mind. This might be the breakthrough point of the Dark Spirit Sect. He immediately ordered the troops responsible for the defense of that area to strengthen their defenses and dispatch the surprise attack team to support them. The surprise attack team infiltrated the rear of the Dark Spirit Sect like ghosts and launched attacks on their material reserves and communication facilities. The rear of the Dark Spirit Sect was immediately thrown into chaos. They didn't expect that the coalition forces would dare to launch an attack deep into their territory. However, the Dark Spirit Sect was, after all, a powerful force. They quickly adjusted their deployment. They divided some of their troops to deal with the surprise attack team and at the same time increased the intensity of their attacks on the Linksin hub. The leader of the Dark Spirit Sect personally intervened. The staff in his hand released powerful dark spiritual power, bombarding the shield of the Linksin hub. The shield trembled violently under the leader's attack, and cracks began to appear. Sumu knew very well that if he didn't stop the leader, once the shield broke, the Linksin hub would be in danger. He circulated his reverse time spiritual power and instantly appeared in front of the leader. You, evil being, don't even think about destroying the spirit fantasy realm. Sumu brandished his spiritual power long sword and slashed towards the leader. The leader sneered and blocked Sumu's attack with his staff. You can't stop me. Today is the end of the spirit fantasy realm. The leader and Sumu engaged in a fierce battle. Their spiritual powers collided, bursting out with a dazzling light. The surrounding space was distorted, and huge cracks appeared on the ground. The story continues. More exciting content is coming up. Subscribe as soon as possible.